Today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we check out the KH80 studio monitors from Neumann. I mixed and relied and trusted for years with a pair of Neumann KH120 monitors, and I feel like I really learned on those monitors. Those monitors actually taught me a lot about how to listen to frequency ranges and how to critically listen to your mix. And I was really excited to check out the KH80 DSP monitors, which are kind of the little brother of the KH120. Now, I actually went over to the Neumann Sennheiser booth at NAMM and asked if I could check out some KH80s because I was such a huge fan of the KH120s. I was just really curious on how these things sounded. So I have been mixing on these for the last few weeks, and here are my thoughts. The KH80 DSP has a 4-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter. Each of these has its own separate amplifier, which is like 125 watts for the subwoofer and 75 watts for the tweeter. That is a lot of clean headroom and power. One really cool feature that I have come to really appreciate is the standby, the automatic standby, which you can switch off and have them on at all times. Basically what the auto standby is they go to sleep. These cute, adorable little guys actually go to sleep after having not been used or receiving an audio signal for a prolonged amount of time. And all it does to wake them up is to just feed them an audio signal, and they boot up and they come up within just a couple of seconds. I really liked this feature. Now, instead of the normal EQ controls, there's acoustical control on the back, and you basically select how dipped the lower mids are and what size of desk you are putting these on. This is to accommodate smaller rooms, smaller desks, larger desks, and things of that nature. Now, how do these sound? At first, when I first unboxed them, the KH120s had good low-end extension just because the size of the speaker. This being a 4-inch speaker, I wouldn't expect it to have a lot of low end. So if you're going to mix on these, make sure you have a pair of headphones to just kind of reference the low end. But these kind of had a nice byproduct from not having a lot of low end, and that is the transparency of the mid-range. These are a little mid-range forward, and I actually really have grown to like them for that reason, for dialing in guitar tones. These are beastly on guitar tones. You can hear everything in that mid-range and upper mid-range and high-end frequency spectrum, which is perfect for guitar tones, both clean and high gain. You can just really hear what's going on. And I found that I was able to dial a guitar tone better with these monitors as opposed to something more full range and more broad. Now we're gonna compare two different mixes. My band Rest Repose, I did our album, I mixed the whole thing on a pair of KH120s. So I'm going to compare my original master versus a remaster I did using just the KH80s. So you're going to hear a little bit of difference. You're also going to hear just some general low end differences and some general high end differences, I feel like. But I will let you guys be the judge. We're going to A and B like a minute of the song Retrospect. And yeah, let's see how that turns out.
From the depths of remnants in my dormant mind, creeping
Like I said before, these don't have a ton of low end, so if you want to check your low end on some good cans, some studio headphones, I would definitely recommend that. Or these are absolutely killer with a subwoofer. With a subwoofer, I found the combination just to be awesome. I mean, they cut, they're not harsh, really good mid-range. Yeah, they're just yeah, they're a really, really great studio monitor. And for $4.99, they will not absolutely break your bank either. Pretty cool. All the Pokemon links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I have been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.